Good afternoon and welcome to Wiseman Podcast episode 9. I'm Pastor Bay, the phenomenal one. Bambizang obey, Bandakunaza, Zonke Dolobey, Stickles Bent on the radio prince, the phenomenal voice behind the mic, Lavanta Ganza Kurbani. Pastor Bay, the phenomenal one. And thank you very much for being part of our show this afternoon. And many people might be surprised that who is this guy? What's happening? And I'm just a surprise guest, doing my thing. And I'm not all alone, right? I'm with my guest. I'm talking about Giannis Finance. I'm talking about a guy, who has been doing rounds on social media, in terms of youth entrepreneur, because, we want to tackle the issue of unemployment rate in South Africa. And this guy has been doing businesses. I don't think there is nothing that, he's not able to do from what I've saw. Let me welcome. I don't know how I'm going to welcome you because I feel honored. We feel honored to have you right in our show. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having the one and all. I'm talking about Lomeo, September on the house. My brother, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon and thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. I don't know, before we start with our interview, I don't know whether I've said it right. Bartholomew, which one is right?
Whichever way works. And also I would just like to welcome our viewers and all that. You've just said a mouthful. I feel like the interview is done.
It's already done. We just see you on social media as a guy, who is owning different kind of businesses. Mm-hmm. We are talking about Kota businesses. Mm-hmm. We are talking about, Shibela and a brand. There are a lot of things that you're doing. But tell us about who is Lomeo, man.
Lomeo is a diverse person, one person who's very diverse. He stops at nothing.
Oh.
When I first heard about the sky is the limit, I took it upon myself to actually prove that wrong or right.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something I like, I go and try it out. If it does not work out, go back to the drawing board.
Oh.
You did not promise anyone heaven on earth.
No.
So you just try whatever that you want to try. Try it. If it works, yes, it's good. If it does not work, go and find out if there's something wrong that you did. If there's nothing wrong that you did, then it's not for you and it's fine. It's okay. So I am just a go-getter. I try things out, and if they work, then it's good. So it's better to try and fail than failing to try. So yeah.
And I love the fact that you mentioned that you're a go-getter, and that's how I describe you, as a go-getter, because I've saw a lot of things. There is one time I saw on social media, I don't know, you were doing a music video or it was a film. So they wanted rendezvous. So you created that. How were you able to do that?
It's actually very funny how Corona sort of unlocked a lot of, I think it's gift or, I don't know, skills that we even ourselves never thought we had.
Oh.
So during that time, we had planned out a shoot for a Tsonga drama, and then it was some sort of a short film with 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So we had to use a certain place around the A-land area, so they've got like good Tsonga rendezvous and everything like that. So unfortunately, due to Corona and the rules and everything, we're not allowed to go and use the premises. And the shoot was scheduled, the cameras were booked, and we were working on a deadline. So I had to build a studio for us to go and shoot and film and do everything. So that's how you sort of, if I have to do something, then let me do it. And if I fail, then I would have tried. So I did that, and then I did not fail, and it happened that we shot the film and done and dusted. So yeah.
And while still talking about that in terms of you doing this whole thing, because one time I saw you were doing this, is it wardrobe, or there is something which you were doing using plants? What was it?
Oh, so it was just benches and tables for us to sit.
But it was amazing. Where do you get the time to do all those things? Because
we don't have time.
Because honestly, to be frank with you, you are everywhere, man. And when I say that you're everywhere, it's not that you are everywhere but not doing anything. When I go to this place, you are there. I go to that place, you are there and doing something. and then also at home you're doing something.
Of course.
We have 24 hour in a day,
Mm-hmm.
hours in the day, but it seems like you have 72 hours or
No, we all
something
have-
like that. Where do you get the time?
I mean, we all have the same amount of time,
Mm.
but the trick is, do you have a schedule? I mean, I am one person who's doing a lot of things, and
Yeah.
once I don't play in my Sunday right, I told you to text me on Sunday
Yeah,
so that
on
we
Sunday,
can plan
yes.
the week very right,
Mm.
right? Because I believe if you were me, or if you were somebody who's doing things that I do,
Mm.
and you not have a schedule or a day where you plan out your week very well, you were gonna fail, because
Mm.
I need to know that on Monday I need to be doing this and where,
Oh,
and after that, what am I going to do?
or schedule of things.
Yes, and if I've got time,
Mm.
that's why people feel like I'm always online on social media and all that.
I also
Yeah, I am always online, but technology has advanced.
Mm.
You can schedule post. I can schedule post on Sunday,
Mm.
and they will post for me during the week,
Mm.
and I am busy with something else, and then I'll just come
Mm.
back and read comments and do that. So people don't really understand or really invest their time in knowing things that waste their time.
Yeah.
I mean, if there are things that waste your time, you need to know more about that so that you can manage that well.
Mm. And while we're still talking about time management, I don't know whether I should ask this in front of millions of people who are watching us.
In front of Let's
But what I want to ask is that the way you're so busy, man, do you even get the time to go and...
A relationship there and
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I really wanted to ask that. So, for relationships, I mean, yeah, but I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But it's one thing that is time consuming, I don't want to lie.
Mm.
And I wouldn't blame my busy schedule on my failed relationships,
Mm.
because I make time.
Mm.
Like I said, I am one person who is working on a schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, if ever you are part of my life, I put you on that schedule. I need to give you the time that you need. You understand? But for now, like I've never gone out and looked for love.
Mm.
If I find it, then I find it, and if it disappears, then I move on. I mean, the relationship has found me living my life, so it comes and goes. Then that's it. So I'm not really focused on relationships, but then I embrace love when I come across one.
Oh,
So, yeah.
you know, it's a $1 million question which I was asking myself for a very long time. 'Cause the way this guy is so busy, doesn't even get time, you know, like for relationship things, you know, because honestly, women wants time, you know.
Exactly.
You know, she will call you and say, don't, because like they want to have a conversation with you. You know, I see many of them on social media. People think that a man must give you time, attention, money as well.
Exactly.
But attention is something which like they are longing for. You know, so while you're still talking about social media, I want to know from you that how is social media working for you? Because honestly, social media is a toxic place, man.
For many.
Yeah, for many
Yes.
people, you know, and because right now as I'm talking, there is someone who posted something concerning Tonga people. The way they have, accept bana 10.
Yeah.
Accept bana 10, but the way it's something else. How do you manage on social media and also pushing your businesses?
So one trick that you have to, or skill that you have to develop, is knowing when to post, what to post, and deciding whether you are having the account for yourself or for just a figure.
Yeah.
You understand? I am a public figure. So on Facebook or whatever platform, I don't appear as Lomeo that you would come across on the street. Not necessarily saying that I am fake.
Yeah.
No, I am pushing a certain brand, and that's why I don't really get maybe personal about anything that happens or the comments.
Oh yeah.
If ever there's bad comment or hate speech or whatever associated with my account, it does not necessarily hit me personally, because that's the brand. So if people are not happy with the brand that they're seeing, it means the brand is wrong, not really me. So that's why I've managed maybe to do well with social media, and also Maybe because I have worked as a content creator for social media for the longest time, and I've done that professionally, you know. So, and I had to even take classes, you know. So I think I know my bit of social media and how it works and why and how you should handle people and all that. So with me on social media, whatever that's happening there, I don't take it to heart because that's the figure that I've put out there. If people are going to judge that person that they're interacting with, it's not necessarily meaning that they're judging me.
Yeah.
It's the person that I presented to them. So that person will deal with them. So that's not me.
And one thing which I want to ask you, it's in terms of it reminds me of Just JB. We had an interview with Just JB. So he indicated the fact that he indicated also that some of the things he posts on social media is not his personal life, so he won't take his personal matter and put it in front of Pamkwabantu so that people might know what's happening with you. So I want to know in terms of how do people react when they see in person the Lomeo from Facebook and the Lomeo who they see in real life. I'm sure some people they come across you, at the malls,
Yes.
or somewhere else.
So it's crazy, if I may say. It's crazy because a lot of people would bump into me and then be like, no, I need to take you out for drinks. That time I don't drink.
Oh my God.
And then they'll be like, no, but then you look like a person who drinks. And then we go back to what I've just said now. The person they interact with, it's not me on a personal level.
Yeah.
You understand? Me personally, right?
Yeah.
I don't drink.
You don't?
I don't, and I never did. It's not something that I feel like I can say what I drank and it did not work out for me.
Yeah.
I just never did. And I don't have any problem with people who drink. I buy booze for my guests or whatever. If I'm hosting something, I don't have any problem whatsoever. And people will be like, no, you look like a person, Bashulala and all that. The Bashulala if I'm working.
Oh, yeah.
So even when people go out and be like, no, we can get dangerous. We don't see you here. Guys, I don't have a gig. Why am I going to be seen there?
So everything when it comes to you is something that is beneficial to you.
Exactly. And then we go back to what I've said, the schedule.
The schedule, yeah.
So I can't be using the time to hustle and go to an unpaid gig.
Oh my God. That was mouthful.
A gig that I'll be paying. Because if ever I take myself there, it means it's a gig, but then I need to pay.
You have to pay for it.
I have to pop out money to keep me awake and like energized and happy.
Yeah.
You understand? That's me spending money out instead of me staying in and making money.
One thing, there's Lady Shiks, the one and only, our female DJ. Tell us about your relationship with Lady Shiks.
That's a good one. She's one person who's very close to my heart. Hi, Lady Shiks. You are very close to my heart.
Do you hear that, Lady Shiks? You are close to that.
So, she is an amazing person.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Whatever you see is what you get. She is, like, as beautiful as she is, musically she is that. Like, she is just, like, all round. She is very good. Sweet person to work with. We met through my little sister Kayla, yes. So man, I don't even know what like the relationship that you see on social media is exactly what it is. Yeah. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, just go and follow us. You definitely get what I'm saying. She is an amazing, like, there's no words that you can be like, okay, this is how Lady Shiks. If it's emotional, we get emotional.
Yeah.
If it, like, she's real, and she's the realest person I've ever worked with, and like, it's been business and now family. So she's an amazing person.
And previously you shot music video in Lady Shiks, China. Yes, China. How was the project, man? and also the costume, because obviously the music video you're not selfie okay, dressed by Lomeo. How was the project, man?
It was amazing. So anything that has Lady Shiks in it, I told you, amazing. So she is one person, or I am one person who gets whatever she wants to fulfill in terms of production, because she just she called me. She was like, Ngwenya, funny in the music video, this what's happening, this like China waito blah blah, fanele kuba kuri China info. And then I had to go yes, I had to go and sit and write a script, run it by her. She was like, this is what we need,
it's perfect,
let's have whatever people are gonna be wearing for this.
And also those Tonga skirts. Were you the one?
So I was the one who dressed her.
Yes,
so I was the one who dressed her, and yeah, and some of the acts, the likes of Zitha DJ. Yes. So she was also looking stunning, and yeah, man. I mean, it was a beautiful project. It did not feel like I am working or whatever. It felt like I don't know. I was so it was so satisfying to watch after I've worked so hard on the costumes and seeing people there, and me being the director of the music video. Like, I would look at the costumes and the people would be like, whoever did this is did an amazing job. And so yeah.
I want to ask you one thing. You seem as that one person who has that zeal of when you want to do something, you're not just doing something because you're doing something, but you want to do something that at the end of the day, if it's a costume, when one wears it, like they feel amazing, or they look beautiful. True, so how do you do that, like in terms of satisfaction to something?
Okay, so it is pretty much simple. If you come to me and be like, I'm going to a gala dinner or whatever, the first question that I will ask you is, how do you want to feel? If you want to feel look, how do you want to feel or look?
Okay,
so
that you. Alright.
People often say like, I want to look like money. Then I mean,
it's the same which most of the time when I'm with Stadzone, always say,
exactly. So if you want to look like money, we do that. I mean, and one thing I get a lot is people will be like, yo, yeah,
I wanted to come to that in terms of like the dress. I saw even this other time, this dress that you made for Lil Shiks. It also came on which newspaper was it?
Was it Herald?
Yeah, Limpopo Herald. Yes, Limpopo Herald. So if you do something which it even appeared on newspaper, it means the fact that even when it comes to finance, somehow,
not at all. I am one person who, like, I can't say I take being a fashion designer as a career. It's just a vocation, and I'm not taking it lightly on people that have made it a career. So it's not about the money. It's about how I feel when I see you wearing what I've designed. So I am one of, I think, the underpaid fashion designers that have ever existed, and it does not give me a problem. Because I can simply adjust the prices. You understand? What gives me peace and satisfaction is what's most important. So I make you look like money under budget. That's how I am gifted when it comes to magic. That's the only part.
And right now I'm busy like saying in my mind that this thing you also produce it.
Of course.
How do you do it? Like, do you sit down and say, today I want to do this, or today I want to do this? How do you do that?
Sometimes you don't decide. You you wake up with a burning desire of doing something that you don't even know.
And it's also like the one which was worn by Sign Free.
Yes, it's from the same collection.
Mm.
So these are the Tonga bombers that I do. But then this one is very much exclusive. So I think I would only make 5 of them. And
why?
Because from Lomeo, man, you don't want to bump into somebody and you'd be like, oh, you're also dressed by him. You can only say there. You can only say that if you be like, no, narrativa vocoler, but you're not wearing the same thing.
The same
you know
thing,
what I
yeah.
Yes, you don't like that. Okay, with me, I'm trying to restore pride, but not in a way ya manyunyu, but in a way ya because some people would feel like they're the best dressed when they leave their homes, and then they get to groove and be like, there's 10 of us who are wearing the same thing. Then all eyes are no longer on me but on us. You understand? So you need to be that person who, when you pass, they need to stop you and ask you, where did you get this? And then when they call me, and then I'll tell them, no, we can try out something else, but not exactly that. You know.
Or is that mindset of doing something the same but different?
Yes. So from that inspiration,
yes,
we try and give you something that has been inspired by that look.
Oh, yes, man, I love that. That. I love the fact that you give yourself time, and as I've mentioned before, that you want to do something not just because you're doing it, but for satisfaction at the end of the day. You're still watching Whisper Thoughts, episode 9, right at the Whisper Thoughts podcast channel. And I'm Pastor Bay, the phenomenal one. And I'm chilling with the one and only. It's Lomeo. You know, he does a lot of things. He's a fashion designer. You know, when you go to the world of media, he's there. When you go to the world of business, you know, as selling something, is also there. So let's come to Shibelani, man. Shibelani is something which, I mean, it's mainly worn by female. And you as a male, who inspired you, you know, into designing something like that, man? Because kuna Shibelani chakona fambelana na top yakona. How do you do that, man? It's
so it's crazy. What inspired me is the love for where I come from, the love for my roots. So I'm one person who's very cultural. If you've been to my place or home, when you get there, first things you see is tinhlanga. The second thing you see irambu. Like people that know, they will tell you this. It's nothing fancy, but it is something that is raw and authentic.
Or stick to your culture.
Yes, marriage everywhere. It's there. So, I am one person who wants to be close to my roots and where I come from all the time with me. That's why I make sure that I am Tonga. I'm carrying my Tonganess with pride and. Like and Shibelani is one thing that is very popular. Loco, Shibelani. So it's one thing that needs to stand out and Shipika Shindaleso Sagu Locomun Ashibon. Annabella Bush owner, not because they've had Kushati, we give them an alternative. You know, Yeshibelani, because we've got a variety, like a wide range of Shibelani. So
and in terms of distinguishing your Shibelani, how is it?
So Shibelani Samina, something will have like So yes, like you've said, Kusifamana top, it's not wool, but they have a certain element. You will see, could know. You understand? And I don't, and one thing that I need to make clear, people feel like I'm a reseller. You understand? People feel like I've got people that make Shibelani and then I sell them. No. if needs be, come and then I'll make Shibelan for you and go home with it. So yeah, I invest my time in making it, like it's a handmade, obviously.
Yeah.
And specially designed for you. It's not something that
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
somewhere, then you tell me
Lava
no.
I'll do it for you
It's
special.
specially designed, like I'm a fashion designer. You understand? Hence people also ask me if I see myself having a store somewhere or things like that. I don't really see myself having that because it's gonna because it's gonna be a lot of work for me. I run a lot of things, and designing I will have, like I do now. I have my own space where I design at home. I don't see myself having, like, unless if I open up a business area for all my businesses.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be time consuming to travel to work and come back home. So I'd rather have a studio, like inside my house, where I do and have a display for all those things, because the dream is to design to a small niche, than to go all out to avoid, oh, you're wearing whatever I'm wearing. Yes.
And something which touched my heart, man. It's not only touched my heart, but it melted my heart. Is the foundation which you're running, which is called Wundla. Wundla, man. Tell us about that.
So Wundla is a charity organization that I've started, and it's non-profit, obviously. It's very much close to my heart.
And I've also saw white people coming with helicopters. how do you do that, man? Do you have a snake?
I mean,
tell us if you have a snake.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You are having white people coming with choppers, man.
So yeah, well, when I got here, the team complained. When I got here, guys, the team complained that I know everybody. That's what happened when my friends from the US, California, wherever came to South Africa.
Kevin Hart, are you watching us?
I mean, he my man, he my dog. I'm kidding. So yeah, so that's what happened when those guys told me they were in South Africa, and it was that moment of, why are they asking for Lomeo? Because they are hosting them, like wherever they were hosted, they were like, do you know a guy called Lomeo?
Oh,
you understand, things like that. So I work for an international company, by the way. So I would work with the rest of the world, London office, and yeah, blah blah blah. That's a story for another day. But my friendships were mainly like, I don't know how to put it. Started by my personality and what I live for. So I live for the people. You understand? I help people. I've started this while I was in TUT. We had adopted an orphanage. I was part of the student leadership and governance. So we would have charity drives and all that. So and these are the things that on our campus I started. We did not have that kind of how do I, like a structure on like on our campus. It was only at the main campus. So I had to go there and be like, why are we that serious? Because we're known to be on the science campus. So I brought that there and I never stopped. So it taught me a lot of things. And when I came back home, I saw the need, because and a lot of people were like, the way you love kids, do you have ones? I'm like, I don't. Those are my kids. So, by the way, I don't have kids, ladies. They won't be drama. I don't have kids, but I love kids. So yeah, don't worry, you can come with them. I would love them. So yes.
Coming with them as in like
No, I mean like like there won't be any need and
no man, but, no man, but
that's what I meant.
no, but they have to be they have to be Lomeo as generation, you know. Like,
No, I get that. I'm not saying I won't have kids. I'm saying
they won't be no.
yes, I'm saying the love I have for kids, it does not matter what's happening or where that happened, how did that happen. I am not saying if she cheated and came back with a kid, I will or I will not. No. But the love I have for kids surpasses everything. I don't care what happened. I don't care if ever like I don't have an enemy. I wanted to say if ever you are my enemy's child. I don't have any, but if it were yes, exactly. Oh, no.
It don't be like that.
So I love kids and I just want to see them happy.
Yeah.
So that's where the love and the thing that drives and the organization. Loko ni vona vana every time vona n'wana a nga na tintangu ni vona and they love me so kuma ku swi ta swi kha swi ni tsutsumela a xi mbalangi tintangu xi vutisa xi byela ku a xi na tona how do you feel yes so I vona swihlanyana swi kha swi ya a primary mina ni tshama kusana le primary so u vona xi kha xi hindza every day mani swi vona ku no xihlangano lexiwa a xi na timpahla kumbe xana xi mbala this trouser and ri le ku wini a hi timhaka ta bandi size a hi yona you understand that shows clearly ku n'wana loyi a xaveriwa kahle a ku nga xaveriwi or a hi ra yena you understand so I'm one person seems like we are speaking and there's no recording. It's not. No, let's start over Kaban.
Yeah. But you have a space now, you bring Jewel with
Make
you.
it 50 minutes. Yeah.
I mean, she say better than car.
Guys, so are we allowed to get now or we just leave you like that? Because sometimes I want to laugh out loud.
Oh, so better podcast.
No, I'm just saying, sometimes I want to laugh out loud and my 2 cents, yeah, and I'm just asking.
Ah, problem.
Oh, okay. Let's roll again.
Come behind if you go.
Kaban. Charity organization. And maybe I'm like
okay, no problem. Yeah, and there is one thing which has melted my heart, you know, that I saw you doing, you know, on social media, the organization, the children's organization, you know, which is called Wound. I mean, how do you do that, man? The inspiration.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
And it takes a village
to raise a kid.
Yes. So, and also my love for kids. I love kids to death. Honestly, I would do anything for a kid. And seeing a struggling child just pains my heart.
Oh, man.
So,
yeah.
And someone was like, the way Iranzabana is so, I don't think you ever have kids. I was like, no, it's fine. And they took it lightly. I mean, why make more kids if there are kids that don't have any parents?
Yeah.
They don't have anybody to take care of them. I'm not saying I want to have kids of my own, but think about it.
Yeah.
Why have more kids while like and they don't have anybody to take care of them?
And he also bought a chopper, man, with white people. I'm not talking about just ordinary people. I'm not saying that they are black people are not ordinary, but I'm just saying that white people, man, all the way from
somewhere from California.
California. I'm talking about California. People from California. How are you doing? How are you doing? I mean, all the way from California, man. It brought them to Wundla. I mean, how did you do that? Do you have a snake? You know, can I have one? Can I have one?
So it's one thing that you know, I have a huge cycle. When I go here, people were like, so you know this one, you know this one.
Yeah.
So
You know everyone.
my cycle is very huge. And like in the moon so and even by me.
Yeah. From US.
Yeah, so they were just supporting the vision, and
Yeah.
I'm very much grateful for them. And there's like a lot of sponsors from outside. I think more than 9 people. Yes, so when you see me sponsoring or giving out shoes to the kids, they were like one of the people who did that.
Oh yeah.
Daycare centers that I visit to, high schools. Now I'm on a mission to go to the local primary school next year, but then in 2 days I'll be with the grade 12s from our local high school. They've gone on a camp to prepare for their exams.
Yes.
So I need to give them study packs or things that will help them.
Will help them, yeah.
Yes, to just ease out that voidness of not being at home and feeling that you want something, but because you're not at home, you don't have anybody to ask, or things like that. So I just want to fill in the gap and nourish. Like our motto is Kulisha Mtoto wa Africa. It's in Swahili. It just means nourish the child of Africa. Just make sure mwana wale Africa ile ku like wa wunda like she wundli stabunda. That's wundla for you.
Man, you are doing an awesome job. What are you doing the Lord's work, man? When it comes to something like that, we as Whisper Thoughts podcast, we appreciate, for you to see you doing something like that. You're still watching Whisper Thoughts podcast, and I'm your host. I'm your guest host. Yes, I'm your guest host, Pastor Bay, the phenomenal one, and I'm with the one and only, it's Lomeo, right at Whisper Thoughts podcast. And don't forget to subscribe and call your friend to call their friends, even your neighbors, even those kind of people that you don't talk to. Just tell them that we are live right at Whisper Thoughts podcast YouTube channel. Look, guys, I'm saying, I long with they see where you're coming from, your place. How do they take you? I'm like, how do they address you? I don't know. You get this.
I wouldn't say there's a certain. I don't know. But there's nothing that changed. I'm just an ordinary person. I am because I am.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be something special about me, but there's nothing special about me. I don't know if this makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Whatever that I'm doing, you can also do it. I mean, and there's nothing that's stopping you. So I don't know how they take me. Maybe behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Whatever they speak good or bad about.
Yeah, subject of the table when they're dining.
Exactly, but the love is amazing, and also the hate is amazing.
Yeah,
because it keeps me going.
Even Jesus Christ, they also hated him.
I'm not saying they hate me.
Yeah.
But I get where they're coming from. Some of them. I'm not saying where I come from, who bad, no. But there'll be people that would, what do my cousins say? Like, but the time about the way. Like, they feel like it was not really kutonga, like they feel like I'm uptight, because I don't drink, and so they don't know how do we invite him on our table. And I'm very much, guys, invite me to your tables. Like I'm there. You're like, whoa, the men available and finish scheming way.
And you're right on that one, being an easy person to approach. Because myself, I knew you through Stadzoon. I knew you through Stadzoon.
But then you thought I was uptight.
Yeah, no, it was not like that.
Don't deny.
No, it was not like that.
This pure content. This pure content. Tell them the truth.
I took you. No, it was not like that. No, how I took you. I took you to be those guys who batiki. That's how I took you.
Is he telling the truth?
I am. No, look at this, because Sekulara loko hi ri ka n'wamintwa. Loko hi ri ka n'wamintwa, you are so accommodative. Man, you are so accommodative, and I realized, nah, this guy is simple.
Like I'm another.
Once again. I mean,
No, I get you.
I've mentioned them on the podcast. Corey. There's this lady on social media who posted that Matonga that they are so lazy when it comes to thinking. You know, I find them selling matanza and everyone else selling matanza, and now is doing fashion. They are producing these Tsonga bombers, and then everyone is bombers. You know, everyone is produced bombers. What's your take when it comes to that one? It's a social media thing.
So
Do you think it's right?
Her post, I did not see it. Her post is right and wrong. You know, the way she addressed the issue is not right.
It's not
I
right.
mean, you can't be attacking a certain tribe.
Yeah.
It's happening everywhere, right? And the complaint is not valid. I mean, the market is huge, and people should stop being comfortable. If I'm making clothes and I'm the only one, you don't have any choice. You don't even have a way to, you don't even have a say. You can't complain. But if you have 5 people are doing nails or whatever, and somebody's doing hair and I'm making clothes, someone's selling matanza, either chavana shabsana show expire. They would work 10 times harder because why?
Competition.
Yes. So we need more of everything.
Yeah.
Invest in your craft, guys. I mean, if ever you are out there and you're doubting, na info ka industry ya fashion, and also chabiza ba isukela vanhu va taka ho ka swa quality, you understand? Quality over everything. Hamo va mitele ne.
Yeah.
Tishopo titele gyane, but you know loko isuka kaya ungena ka shopo yin, and it happens ku that shop you would disappoint, and then ikuma in'we ya xirhandza maybe mi sungula relationship there and there. So the market is very huge. It's fana na swakudya vanhu va dya every day.
Yeah.
Mandza lama ya xavisaka ne, market it well, make sure ku the quality is top notch. Give people what they deserve. Loko vanhu vari too, I mean, guys, we need competition to improve.
Also, kuna skim sami, kuna generation, kuna the queen, the river, the mountain. Now people just watch what feels is great for them.
Industry.
Yeah. And still talking about the industry, man. There's this question which we once asked JB, because you're also on the media industry. It's in terms of Tonga people being they lack when it comes to television. What's your take on that?
My take is that is the truth. And people might be saying, no, you guys are given opportunities and all that. It's something that I've told somebody a few days ago.
Yeah.
As much as we are saying, white people were privileged.
Yeah.
Now we're underprivileged, and we are trying to catch up. Tonga people are the same when it comes to other tribes. You understand? I feel like apartheid when it comes to me. That's the truth.
No, this
Like
tribalism.
apartheid, because to tell you the truth, we can't have like a station that is running a certain language. So it means I'm taking to Mulipompo. I'm like Halipompo. I find like you talk on Sabin I Namashaka Joni. I love to talk maybe Kukurui. You understand? Things like we don't have the right to information. You understand?
But also on that one, man. There is this finding, I forgot this research was done by who, but they mentioned the fact that one thing which makes us as Tonga people like to let back when it comes to the industry, it's because first of all we are afraid of ourselves when it comes to the economic hub, such as Gauteng. We change ourselves to be who we are.
We don't. Sorry to just get in. We adapt. We don't. I've stayed in Gauteng for like 8-9 years, somewhere there. Like, hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Like, Benegandi, you have to do that. And when you go to Tembisa, when you move to Ebon, there's no way. And you have to adapt. Why now? Sifana na moon woka anga rinanchumu.
Yeah.
We don't have anything. And not that, get me well, I'm not saying Vatsonga is siwa like all that. No, but the case is letting blah blah blah. When you want to get something, you need to make sure that you appear humble and you want to ensure effective communication. You understand? Because logo is isuka a Gyan, right? Here a Gauteng. Even the name is Gauteng. Like I live and I'm not saying it's not part of South Africa. But don't expect to ifika atwane. No, they must speak Tsonga. They don't want to learn other languages. Patata Gyan and Avatata Gyan, but we don't have the parliament anymore. We don't have Unigas anymore. I thought not that pride na if those things were still operating. Nukun no fambania ayuni what Unizul. It means no decide who. Adopt Zulu and adopt the language and all that. But I teach her, and one thing that is like our biggest enemy. I've never, maybe they can correct me. I've never seen a production laying at Rangela and Mutonga. Okay, this person iphalela handle ye mutso I finally van baka maybe va kola va hisa kune ta kuma va hisa ka swin'wana swa project ta ka ti nga pfuni nchumu yena hi lava malini munhu na mali guys or just and loko ku tsariwe script the script breakdown sweswo va fanele va cheka ku ti characters leti nga ta la veka la hi ti i ntirho wa casting walowo so kuma ku vanhu va gungula mina ukuma ku munhu waloyo I kota ti roles ta vo mhani mfundhisi a ku na kereke ka xitori xexo you understand or not ku wo kota tona ntsena casting yi twa hi nga ri a nga va sharp as mhani mfundhisi you know because they if ever you audition they look at your audition and be like yo munhu loyu I kahle for mhani mfundhisi hi ta n'wi tsalela xin'wana xitori you understand so swi tele leswi nga involved kahle ka production and ku va ku ri na vanhu va Vatsonga lava nga involved ka production yaleyo automatically we assume ku kahle ka I swilo swa yena va swin'wana va hi pfalela handle so swi tele guys we need just to ease out lexi xi lavekaka hina we need something for Limpopo lexi nga ta fika xi ndla njhani xi pfusha just like the other provinces you see KwaZulu-Natal they are doing very much good according to me, I've never done a research, but according to me, they are one of the best. One of the highest. Why? They have the privilege. You understand? They have the privilege. Whatever that is happening, I'm not saying I'm blaming them. Or this is they just have the privilege. Like a blame on one you understand? They have the privilege and that's what we want for us. And we cannot be competing or comparing ourselves with them. You know, if I need to compare na lava ingelega line ya bona kumbe ka league ya bona. So mfumo loko wo hita one day wo hlamula wo hindlela leswi vandlela ku vana van'wanyana that's the only way we can get high.
Yo, man.
I mean high.
Wiseman Zitha, man. Tell us about your relationship with him.
He's my friend. That's it. No, but he's a very good person. We've known each other for years. Just that now we have not seen each other in a while. But we always talk. He's a very good person and a very talented person. If there's one person who's doing very good, industry, media,
media.
entertainment industry. It's that guy. I mean, from being a model to being like a content creator, he is one of the best actors. Versatile, even. Man, I can say a lot of things about him.
Man.
Very good, very humble, very good, very tonga.
And I love the fact that he's being true to himself, stick to his roots. So when you make it there to the top, now what change? Say wakuluma. Why now phenomenal?
So this or that game esungula, esungula guess there, will you choose Africala or Lady Shiks?
I can't choose.
You have to go with one.
Afri-Shiks?
Africala. Okay. Winston, would you choose Africala or Lady Shiks?
I know this might sound conspicuous, but but Afri-Shiks.
Okay. Would you go bald or dreads?
If I had a beard, like a Ricky Rose beard,
Kind of vibes.
I would have bald hair.
Okay.
But dress it is.
Winston, would you rather go bald or have dreads?
Dreads.
Favorite color?
Anything dark, black.
Favorite color?
I don't have favoritism. I don't have.
Okay. So, do you prefer skinny or thick?
What are you talking about?
Or thick?
What are you talking about?
It's up to you, you decide.
Well, sometimes thick, sometimes thin.
No, you choose one. You go with one. Not sometimes.
Don't get away
No,
with
it
murder.
depends.
Don't get away with murder.
Okay, let's just go for thin now.
Then. Okay. Winston, skinny or thick?
Obviously.
I need to design language.
No, me nga kundi nga wagesela.
Obvious thick.
Obvious.
I love them.
Obvious thick.
It's saying I love them thick.
Okay. Tradition or formal? Tradition or formal?
A formal tradition.
No way.
Yeah, always giving away with murder.
But there's like a formal
After
tradition.
6 now it's a formal tradition.
There's nothing like that.
Tradition.
Tradition.
Mbembani.
Tradition or formal?
Formal.
Formal.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite dish, Lomeo?
So nabusa kumbexani na sem.
Shosha nabusha.
Whether jahuku, I just wanna have malana or malalimukudu, something like.
Someone is in the picture of hunger mood.
Okay. So that was answer.
So yeah.
Okay. Winston, favorite dish?
Just give me 3 pap.
Like smara.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just give me 3 pap, and egg shiteki with them chakalaka. Not that one of
I tried what you said.
with that one of tomatoes. Not that one. Not that one of tomatoes. That one. That African
Where I
one.
be some of
Yeah.
Take me to
Okay, so would you choose clothes or food? Clothes
Oh,
over food or food
come
over
on.
clothes? Which one would you choose?
as long as in a mad
What if everything has money?
So
which one
so
would you-
Nja, like, are you saying that I'd rather not wear clothes or I'd rather not get new clothes?
Yes, you can't choose both. You choose
No. I'm saying so I'd rather not wear anything and eat, or I'd rather wear.
Not eat and wear
Food
clothes.
is for survival, guys.
Not based on survival, just in shape. Food and clothes.
Or are you talking
Food.
about
Like, I would spend my last money to buy food over
or
clothes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
me. No. Sometimes, okay. Ish.
Confusing.
For this life.
Okay, clothes.
Clothes.
Mm.
For this life.
Clothes.
You go with clothes
I think in most cases, I buy clothes
than food.
than food. Or buy malapi.
Winston, clothes or food? Would you choose clothes or would you choose food?
For this life, not gives you an age. For,
And the plus logo ngadani, you
for
can't
other
think.
things, you can't do other stuff. No, you can't do the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
What are
last
you
one.
talking about?
Hey, imagine.
Nothing.
Okay, the last one. BMW or Mercedes?
A BM.
BMW or Mercedes?
I'll go with Mercedes. I'll go
Nja,
with Mercedes.
Mercedes.
I'll go with Mercedes.
Nja.
Oh,
Mercedes and BMW. Okay.
thank you. That was it, guys. Thank you very much for a new picture, man. Thank you very much for pitching. And we know that you have a busy schedule, but you made it to our show. Your last words in terms of educating our Tsonga people, you know, socially, lifeically, spiritually, romantically, everything.
What I can say is, if you want something, go for it. And nothing can stop you from achieving your dreams. Your dreams are very much valid. So, I would advise people to stop asking or looking for validation from their friends. I mean, ubutsa munhu kumara loko no ndla vutichara byi ta ni fanela ni munhu wa vutichara mina wa byi lava kumbe wa byi lava wa vutisa kumbe i endla teaching. You understand, like you need to know what you want. It's either you go and reach out to a teacher ku ni nga va njhani ku ni va tichara ra kahle than to ask them ku wena i chara kahle mbo like i tshame i dyondzisa kwini i vone i dyondzisa kwini. You understand? So you will find it out loko se I teaching.
Yeah.
Say it akota kulunga. Meshan says you just prepare yourself to be a good live like a teacher or whatever career that you want to pursue or a hobby or vocation or whatever. Please.
Thank you, man. That was mouthful. Thank you very much, guys, for being part and parcel of our amazing episode this afternoon. It's Whisper Thoughts podcast right at our YouTube channel. Subscribe and tell others to subscribe. From me, the phenomenal one, Bambi Zangobe, Bandakanaza, Zonke Doloben is the close band of the radio prince, the phenomenal voice. Behind the mic, Lavanta Gan Chokerman, Pastor Bay, the phenomenal one. I'm signing out.
What a wow.